What's going on, guys? The FOMC Fed's rate decision has officially passed, so I'm going to break this down now that the market's closed, or it's about to close. I won't be tempted to take any more trades. This is my P&L for the day. You see right here, the gross P&L is $30,000. But I'm going to break down, like, more than that. I want to break down a couple of things here because I think it's a really important lesson. If those of you who don't know why this dropped here on NASDAQ, I mean, this one right here too, I can break down as well. Also, why gold continued to drop too. All of this stuff is pretty important. Now, we take a look over at what happened for the rate decision and what the actual decision was. They paused rates. You can see right here, it might be a little small for you, but we can see here where it says surprise, 0. That just means it came out exactly as expected. So the actual rate decision itself gave us nothing but choppy price action. If we take a look over, I know it's going to be hard to see. I'm not going to put it on replay mode, but all of this volume, these wicks, all of this nonsense here, even when you look at what NAS was doing while Powell was still talking during the press conference, NAS was pushing up, even had a decent closure here, almost looking like it was approaching the highs again. And then he made one comment that caused NAS to do this. So I'll show you first. One of the traders inside Day Trading University posted his trade, and he actually took those sells on NAS. I did too. My entry isn't as impressive as his, so I'm not going to show mine because I was down here. But he got it right at this break. I'll bring over Day Trading University's Discord. I think he posted it in the wins, right here. So if you can see that, right here, this break of support, even before it, is where he entered. This is the thing about headlines, is that you can take a trade before you see technicals like breaking areas, because headlines are what drive, not always what drives the markets, but there are times where it's going to. So this is the headline that actually came out, so that way I'm not confusing anybody here. Where is it? Right here. So you can see the time. Maybe you can see the time. Let me zoom in on this. 2:36 p.m. Eastern time. It was around 2:35 when he sent it. It's just I was actually taking the trade. It was 2:34, 2:33. So if you look at the bottom, it says 2:35. This was the exact same time he made this comment right here. And all he said was, basically, we don't know if we're going to cut rates in December. That's all he was saying. And that's important because the markets were expecting another rate cut in December. That's why we had this reaction. If the markets were already not expecting another rate cut, this reaction 100% would not have happened. But this is still just a short-term move to take it back up, because when Powell pushes against rate cuts, he's pushing against further rate cuts for now. He's not saying we're going to start hiking rates. If he started saying we're going to hike rates, that is when I would start looking for my sells on NASDAQ. But we're not even in that environment right now. So all of these pullbacks on NAS is just an opportunity to get back in on buys. And one more thing on the proof, you can even see that Sebastian here took the buys, right? This is exactly what we teach, exactly how I trade and how I teach inside Day Trading University, because this drop is a short-term move in a bigger picture. It's just you can catch the drop if you catch the headline, right? So basically that's all that happened here. I ended up taking, my sells were there. It was somewhere down here. I closed the majority of it really quickly, and then I took another entry here. I was hoping for it to continue because that comment was making me think, okay, well, we might keep dropping at least a little bit more. We're sitting at all-time highs on NAS. So I do like opportunities to take sells. I entered on this candle here. I ended up, I took partials at about 160 ticks, and then the rest just took me a break even, and then I just left it alone. I didn't want to get back in on it. So I wasn't expecting the reversal to be this fast while he was still speaking, and I'm still going to be looking for upside on NAS, but we're sitting at all-time highs. I would still like to see a little bit of a pullback, but we can't fight it. I mean, when we take a look at NAS, we'll come to the higher time frame here, like ever since inflation data came out, actually before inflation data, but even after inflation data on Friday here, we get the breakout at the highs, and we're not getting pullbacks, except FOMC just gave us this pullback. But when you look at price action, it's like we got consolidation, breakout, kind of a pullback, and then a breakout. This is a better pullback, but it was so fast on the lower time frame, we still caught it, but I know it's going to be tough for a lot of people, especially if you're not paying attention, news, headlines, and you don't understand what FOMC is. So hopefully what I'm saying is helpful. When it comes to gold, two things on gold. Gold dropped at the exact same time. Higher interest rates for longer is bad for gold. So we saw gold drop. I haven't checked the dollar, but I'm pretty sure DXY probably pushed up too. Yields, we can see the yields right here pushed up. Look at the bottom, the exact same time, 235. Yields started pushing up. Higher interest rates is good for yields. See if it did it to the dollar too. Yep. I didn't check the dollar before doing this video. So the dollar spiked up as well. Dollar spiked up, gold dropped, Nas dropped. I'm sure US 30 and SP 500, same thing, same time, right? You can apply the same thing to all of them. It's just US 30's price action completely sucks. So gold, we have two things with gold that's helping supporting it to the downside. Number one, that comment from Powell. Number two, the fact that inflation is continuing to drop. He was very optimistic towards inflation. He was saying multiple times that inflation isn't really an issue right now, but they want to pause because they don't have any data to work with. So that's their biggest hesitation. It doesn't mean they're going to pause. They could still cut rates. The government shut down. We're not getting any data, so we'll see what happens. So I hope these breakdowns are helpful for you guys. If there's any questions, anything you guys want to know, I'm going to try doing my weekend videos that aren't trade breakdowns, maybe some lessons or something. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video.